Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week of the Boomer Grounds podcast. A lot of stuff has gone on this week. The biggest one being the new season of Hearthstone, which we are all fans of and players of. But let's just go see how everyone's been first. Howard, how have things been with you this week?
Okay. I did it again this week where I looked at my wife yesterday and I said, I can't wait to tell Terry about this on the pod, and then completely forgot about it.
Okay.
So I had a good story, but now it's gone. So no, everything's going pretty well on this end. We're getting ready to this upcoming weekend is our weekend away for Christmas stuff. We go to Mystic, Connecticut. We do not eat at Mystic Pizza for those who
Oh,
are fans of Mystic
sad,
Pizza or the
sad.
movie. It's overrated. There's like six pizza places way better than Mystic Pizza up there.
But is
So
Julia Roberts slinging you slices? I mean, if she's
no,
not, then okay, well then.
no, I don't
There
think
goes
she's
most
actually
of the.
even been in the building because when they made the movie, they were in a much smaller location.
Okay,
So now they're in a completely different location from when they made the movie. So she's never even been in the building that they're
okay.
in. So looking forward to that. What's new with you?
Not too much. My wife had to work the entire weekend because her backup decided to book off the weekend, so she's worked like 9 days in a row, and now she's like, today's the ninth day, so she's like, I finally get some days off. So she's tired. It was supposed to be yesterday. It was supposed to be it was supposed to be 8 days off. Then
Okay.
like the guy saw that he was booked. He's like, oh yeah, tomorrow's my convocation. Can I switch shifts with you? I was like, how do you not see this beforehand?
You know what? It's funny. I won't go into it too deep, but I literally just had this happen in our group of friends this past weekend. We had people who were going to go away with us this weekend. So last week, I'm like, everybody's all set, right? And they're like, oh, I forgot to tell you, we're having friends this weekend. And I'm like, you didn't think to tell me? We booked this in June. I set this date in June and said, is everybody good with this? And everyone was like, yeah, it's all set. You were in my living room last week. And I was like, is everybody all set? Oh, yeah. Oh, I totally forgot. 3 days before we leave, we totally can't go. I was just like, it feels like a bullshit excuse. I'm just like, just tell me. It's maybe it's money, maybe you don't want to feel like traveling, whatever it is. But don't sit there and go, oh, I forgot. I have dental appointments and shit like that. It drives that stuff drives me nuts. I
Yeah, I
would be
mean,
so pissed if I was your wife.
yeah, I mean, she was like, fine, I guess. There's no one else that can do it, so she was okay. I mean, it's just one day, so like it got changed from Tuesday, Wednesday off to Wednesday, Thursday off. But yeah, she's just like, I'm tired, so
Thank
tired.
God you get some time off.
I know. She was like, she almost missed her overslept through her shift on Saturday because she forgot to set her alarm for Saturday. I'm like, hon, what time are you supposed to wake up? She's like 2:45. I'm like, it's 3:15 right now. She's like, oh shit.
Oh no.
It's like, oh shit, I forgot it's Saturday. And I'm like, oh yeah, luckily I'm a night owl and we're just lying around in bed at 3:15 to get her ass up. She's like, oh crap.
Yeah, I get up this morning at 6 a.m. on the East Coast. And I saw some stuff Terry dropped in Discord, and I'm like, oh, but before I get busy, I'll put in a response. And I put in a response. I start getting responses for Terry at 3 a.m. where he's at.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, when do you sleep?
Yeah, my sleep schedule is really messed up right now. I've been sleeping I sleep like 4 a.m. to like 8, and then I get Tessa up, make sure she goes to school, then I go like take a nap in Tessa's bed after I make sure she's kicked out of the bed and off to go do her thing. I'm just like, I'm already here. Okay, let's just slide down here and take a nap. And
Yeah,
then I woke
which
up at
it's just good economy. Just
yeah,
I
I
don't need
know,
to I
just
don't need to waste
waste
any
all the
time.
effort to walk away back to my bed. I'm like, nah. Then I nap till like 10, and then got up and started streaming. I mean, it's patch
Nice.
day,
It's
so
past.
yeah.
Yeah, I was upset I could not stream today, but I'll get some time in tomorrow, I'm sure. But and I got 5 games in today already, so I managed to sneak in 5 games
Yeah, I
while no one
sneaked
was
in
looking.
I probably played like 10 games probably today. I mean, it's fun, it's new. A lot of things have changed, but we'll get to that after. We'll talk about things going on the internet.
Sure.
Let's start with the first thing in that about the streamer awards. And QT Cinderella is suing Polymarket for putting streamer awards props on their website. So essentially, Polymarket is like a crypto betting market outside of the US that can put things such as current affairs and all sorts of other stuff outside of sports as well. And it's a free
Cash
market.
betting?
Yeah, well, it's crypto betting, but yeah, so
Oh, it's crypto,
essentially,
but okay,
yeah.
okay.
And they let the market decide what the lines should be and stuff, right? It's just totally free. Like you could bet on like the election, will Trump be impeached? All that's like all sorts of things in the news. And yeah, she seems to be very upset, and they say she wants to sue their ass. And I don't even think they're based in the U.S., so I'm not sure how, where she's suing them from, or like what country they originated from. But it seems pretty strange that she would just sue this betting site. Like
It is.
Polymarket is probably one of the biggest betting sites out on the internet that's not based in the U.S.
Hmm.
Um, I've heard about a lot because there's definitely been like, a lot of talk about it in like the poker world, and people talking about the site and the different things you can bet on and all that such stuff. And yeah, she's not happy that they put streamer awards on here, especially because I think she's receiving a lot of flack that that the voting is all rigged and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the big thing is she's fighting that on that front where there's a lot of prominent voices out there saying this nomination process isn't transparent. Your voting isn't transparent. We don't believe that this is actually working the way it's supposed to work. There's a lot of people out there screaming about it. So that makes sense. It's funny. It's funny we bring up this up just because maybe a week and a half ago, I was listening to a political show on Sirius XM, and they were talking about how, like, the last 4 or 5 U.S. elections, the betting lines on places like Polymarket have been more accurate predictors of outcomes than the folks who do polls.
Yeah,
And it was very, I was like I've never heard of these markets before. So now this is actually new to me, and I'm learning about it. So at the end of the day, what's the basis for the lawsuit? That they're damaging her reputation or stealing her intellectual property? I mean, what's it any different than putting up a bet that you or I would win the lottery or something stupid? I mean, I don't see what the basis of the lawsuit exists.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, it just seems so out of place that they would like put a lawsuit based on I guess she says they're stealing her IP or something along those lines.
Weird.
And maybe it's just to gain more publicity for the streamer awards, because streamers would never create fake drama to get more interest on their things. But yeah.
No, we streamers were very mellow, live and let live types. We don't hold grudges. We don't like persist on issues that bother us, like make, videos targeting other streamers, their ideas. That never happens.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, yeah. My views on QT Cinderella and the streamer awards are well known. Um, but if her intellectual property is being damaged, then she has the right to recoup it. But I don't see how. This feels much more like you're saying, more of an attention grab.
yeah, it definitely feels like I don't see how she could get compensated. I don't. They're definitely not U.S. based. I assume they're just based in some random island in the Caribbean with like some gambling license
Oh
that's
yeah.
like never going to be enforceable. So I'm just like, this is probably just some sort of attention card because it makes zero sense
Mm-hmm.
that this is like a credible lawsuit that could be held up anywhere.
While we're on the topic of gambling, really quick, 10-second side topic. So I live in Connecticut, which borders New York. I'm literally 90 minutes outside of Manhattan. New York just granted 3 licenses to build casinos in New York City.
Oh, nice.
And one of them was granted to the guy who owns the New York Mets. And he's going to build it literally across the street from the stadium.
I mean,
He's
that's
got
not
Hard
unusual.
Rock. Yeah, Hard Rock and him are working together on it. And people are like, well, being an owner of a sports team, you're not going to put a sports book in there, are you? And he's like, yeah, I am. Oh, you won't allow betting on the Mets, will you? And he looked at like one of the people with him and goes, is it legal to bet on a team in the state you're in New York? It is? Then yes, you can come to my casino and bet on the New York Mets and then walk across the street and see the game. And I was just like, this is not going to end well. Somebody's gonna see a Met coach walking out of that casino like 2 hours before game time someday with a whole stack of tickets and know something's up and the whole thing's gonna melt down. But and for me,
I,
I'll go to it just because then I don't have to come home for the Met game. I'll take the train down to the Met game, stay the night at the casino. Everybody's happy.
yeah, I mean, like casino owners owning teams is not like something new. Like the owner of the Mavericks now, that Cuban sold them, is owns the Venetian, I believe.
Oh, no
He's
kidding.
the
I did
owner
not
of
know
the
that.
Venetian. Or yeah, so there's talk that when they traded Luca is because they're trying to tank attendance so they can move the Dallas Mavericks to Las Vegas.
Oh,
Was
wow.
one of the conspiracy theories out there because they're trying to like tank them because they want to move the team out of Dallas and move into Las Vegas, right? Because that's their home market. They could just slam another casino with it, with like a stadium or something. Because I know the owners tried to get a casino in Dallas made, probably
Oh.
like near the stadium, and then got denied
Mm-hmm.
by the state. So they're like, "Screw you! Well, let's just tank the team and get them out of here." But that was
To
just
pull
a
the old
conspiracy.
major league switcheroo.
Yeah, that was just one of the conspiracy theories.
All I can think in my head as you tell me this is where the hell are they going to put a basketball arena now? Because they built the ballpark across the street from the football stadium, and the traffic there was already a nightmare. I'm like, you're going to have to put this outside of the strip. There's no way you put this on the strip, right?
I mean, they could just share the stadium with the hockey arena. That's on the strip already.
Oh, that's right. They probably could. Yes,
Yeah, right.
yes.
Like it's
Most
very
places
easy.
do, right?
Yeah, most places share hockey and basketball. It's not.
Problem solved.
I know.
Terry's a problem solver. Let's go. Let's move the team next week. Let's go.
Yeah, I think the NBA would have an issue with moving the team out of Dallas, one of their major markets.
They're gonna have that's gonna be a fight for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, if the attendance like plummeted, I don't think they'd have any issue with moving it. But
Right.
they won
Right.
the lottery for Cooper Flag, so that might be a little 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 tough to do now that Cooper Flag is going to draw a lot of interest. But okay, other news on the internet. One of the biggest Clash of Clan creators, Eric One Hive, had his account get banned on YouTube for mass copyright strikes by the creator of Clash of Clans called Supercell. Um, yeah, so supposedly Supercell has been creating a lot of these false copyright strikes on many of the accounts that have been critiquing Supercell's actions. And one of the biggest creators for their game, Eric One Hive, was put out a video, I don't know how long ago, that critiquing Supercell recently about the direction they were taking, how cash grabby they've been. But I mean, Supercell's always been cash grabby because I played this
Yeah.
game competitively for quite a while. Actually, we had some videos like it with in highlighted in One Hive's videos before, but that's a whole nother story.
Okay.
We'll get to that after. But yeah, so he created a video a little while ago, and yeah, his account got taken down. It's currently banned. He's trying to get it back, and he said that if he ever gets his account back, he is not going to create any more videos for Supercell on Clash of Clans for any sort of Supercell games. He talked about going onto Twitch to talk to his audience and maybe create something else there or create a new channel or something along those lines. But yeah, it seems pretty bad that a big company like Supercell would just go and slam down one of their biggest creators, like 450,000 subscribers on YouTube. Been for a game that's been around so long. Seems pretty horrendous that they would strike them down themselves.
So let me make sure I understand this. He didn't do anything other than stream their game and
Yeah,
have some critiquing of it in a video or two.
yeah,
That's so he basically did what every Twitch, YouTube video game creator has done since the beginning of time. Podcasters, last week I was sitting here saying, why the hell isn't there a Battlegrounds preview event? I was kind of taking my shots at Blizz. So Blizzard didn't like write you, Terry, and be like, get that crazy fat man off the air. Then like go after. But So this is weird to me because what this says to me is that the developer set believes that their game is bigger than any of their creators. And while that's probably true, you still don't cut off your left hand and say, well, I've still got two other feet and a hand, so it doesn't make a difference if I lose one little piece of me. It's just stupid for them to do that. It's very short sighted. But you know what? On the other hand of it, too, the mobile life cycle seems to be shorter for a lot of games. Like these games come and go. Like Candy Crush was everywhere 2 years ago. Now I don't see a single person doing anything with it. So I don't know. What's your take on this? It does feel like you're biting the hand that feeds.
Yeah, it definitely feels like you're biting the hand that feeds. Like Clash of Clans has been around a long time. Like I played it competitively pre-pandemic. I don't know, like 2000, probably like 18ish, something like that.
Okay.
We I was very heavy into competitive scene. We had One Hive was a clan that was also very competitive. Like we posted some YouTube videos. We did some like wars against them that got published on the internet. Like they did a summary, we did a summary, that sort of stuff. It was hugely popular. I didn't know it was still hugely popular. I thought it kind of fallen off, but
Yeah, I guess so.
Supercell is a massive company. They got picked up by 1 Cent, I think, the Chinese company that buys up all the massive games, and they've been making like tons and tons of money off it for a long time. I haven't really followed it at all since I stopped playing, but it seems very short sighted that they would attack a creator. Like
Yeah.
creators critique, right? Like that's what they do sometimes, and I don't know. I've never heard someone creating false strikes against their content creators. I've never heard of that.
Well, so tech. Okay, so let's be technical about it, right? Is it when you're streaming a game, you are streaming copyrighted material?
Well, I think it's just I don't think he streams often. It's mostly YouTube videos, to be fair.
Okay,
But yeah,
so but same concept. If you're sharing screen images, you're sharing copyrighted material,
yeah,
but it's kind of an accepted practice that sharing copyrighted material in support of a game, even if it's to critique the game and say I don't like what they're doing. I mean, can you imagine one of the loudest Hearthstone voices over the last 4 or 5 years in general has been Zeddy,
yeah,
and he will sit there and he'll tell you, "I am the king of the salt mines." He'll put himself into that position and say, "I have yelled at Blizzard." Not only do they not go after him, they've embraced it as feedback. And they have sat there and said, you go ahead and mine your salt. We'll take what we can from it. We'll dismiss the rest. And he's got a huge following because of it now. But like, can you imagine if Blizzard was like, no, man, the next time you put Hearthstone on your screen, we're gonna strike you because that's not your property.
yeah.
It's bizarre.
It is so bizarre. I thought like when it came across my timeline, I was just like, "What the hell?" So I'm like, I clicked it, I looked at it, I'm like, "Huh?" And I watched a few YouTube videos about it today, but I was just like, "Man, this is so weird." Like,
Bizarre.
like they just must not think they need streamers or YouTube makers because it makes no sense. Like maybe that's the demographic they don't care about.
And like you said, it's a game that's been around for a while. So my kind of thought about like the short shelf life of mobile games is probably not applicable here. So, but at the same time, your game isn't keeping itself afloat by itself. It's using the juice generated by creators. So why are you fighting that? I don't get it.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It was just so confusing. But I was like, well, this is so confusing. Might as well talk about it because it's so weird. Like it just seems irrational that a company would attack people that are essentially giving them free advertising.
And you're talking about a day and age when we talk about the Twitch streamers, the guys who have the larger followings, particularly in the variety realm. Off the top of my head, guys like Co Carnage, guys like Dance Gaming, these are guys who get paid developers come on the stream for an hour and pay them to play the game with them to promote the game. And you have a guy who's doing it here for free and making the content, and you're going to put all these strikes against him just because he said something critical? Put on your big boy pants. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe fix what's broken.
yeah. I know Supercell had definitely done a lot of promotion through streamers as well because they had a spin off Clash Royale, which I definitely seen like people doing sponsor streams for.
Is that the game I'm playing? I've been playing something with Clash in the title lately.
Yeah, I mean they have a
It
bunch of
is.
it
It's
is
Clash Royale. I've
yeah
been playing Clash Royale. I stumbled upon it. I just was like, oh well, I'll give this a try. Been playing it for a couple of days now. It's not terrible.
yeah it's fun. I played that quite a bit when it first came out too, but they have like a whole
It,
Clash universe.
oh,
But
okay.
yeah, they started with Clash of Clans was the original game, and then they made like a bunch of other games like Clash Royale, and I can't remember what the other games are. But yeah,
So they basically become Star Wars. We had one good idea, now we're gonna milk it to death.
yeah. I mean, it's not nearly as big as Star. No, nowhere near as
No,
big as
no,
Star.
no, no.
Yeah,
But
but
the concept.
yeah, yeah. So as we go on, so let's talk Hearthstone patch.
Oh yeah.
Massive patch that was released today. The big takeaway is there are a bunch of time rewinded turns, aka minion trinkets.
Yep.
They come on turn 6 and 9, just like trinkets do. You essentially get a shop of minions and spells that have that are time rewinded. You know, there could be minions from the past, spells of the present, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get essentially two gold that you could spend on this shop. Some of the minions cost two, some cost one. Pretty interesting, pretty fun so far. A few tribes are a little better than the rest.
Oh
There
yeah.
are there are a ton of new minions and stuff. So I think maybe why they didn't do the reveal season leading up to it was because the patch was so large.
That makes a lot more sense than any. I mean, the holiday explanation you gave last week made sense, but I'm like, yeah, but if you plan ahead, I think you're right. I think that they came up with this concept and it ballooned a lot bigger, probably in the last 6 months than they anticipated it to be.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they had to get the bugs kinked out. There's probably the best reason not to do it. I think you're right.
I mean, they already banned one of the time warp minions.
What was it? Which one?
The one that was the panda buddy one got banned.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
seen
just
that one yet.
time warp, whatever the panda buddy name is, and then the one that gives you a buddy of your hero power each turn got banned, which is pretty
I
funny.
I had a
Oh
game with Quill. I had a Quillbore game today where my turn 3 time warped was the time warped Piper.
yeah,
And I don't know if you've seen him yet, but instead of like Death Rattle, he improves your gems. The
yeah,
first 3 times he takes damage every turn, he improves your gems.
yeah.
So I
I've seen
slapped
it.
Taunt on that bad boy and just chucked him in the back on turn 6. Turn 9 comes around. My gems are already at like +7, +2, just from him sitting there taking a beating. And my other time warp card was the time warped Bonker.
Oh,
And
what's?
time warped Bonker is permanent.
Oh, wow.
It's permanent gems. So chuck him out front, chuck the Piper in the back. Oh, by the way, did I mention I was playing Ragnaros? So I had Sulfuras active and I was buffing them both 8/8 every turn just because. Like 7 turns later, I was like, everyone's dead. It's like turn 16, everyone's dead. I cruised all the way through and I went, this is not gonna be good for business. This thing is way too strong. My gems were, by the time the game was over, it was +32, +5. And they were going off twice every turn and permanently. I was like, oh my God, this is. So when you sit there and say some of these things are overpowered, yeah, we're going to see some tuning. We're
Yeah,
definitely going to see some tuning.
definitely gonna see a lot of tuning. I think. Uh some of the new minions seem a little broken. The new mech minion, the tier 6 one. Let me go find out its name.
I've got them
Uh,
open over here somewhere too.
yeah.
I just didn't
Uh,
go down to it. New
I-
minions.
God, okay. Let's just say this: the way they put out the patch notes, I
Oh,
know there's a
brutal.
lot of information, impossible to read. Oh my god, whoever okayed putting it out in this format, oh
Oh,
my
careful,
god, it is
Terry.
impossible to
We don't want to get strikes.
read.
Are you thinking of a Pexis Guardian 7/4 Death Rattle,
Yes, yes,
magnetize a 2/2 green volumizer to 3 other friendly mechs?
yes, that guy. He is ridiculous.
That's crazy if you
Yes.
get the volumizer line going.
Yeah. Because the volumizer is not hard to get going. Plus, if you get like Titus or McCall and stuff, Ben says he got his Apex's Guardian to like 1,000 by turn 10.
Oh my lord.
Right. Just
That's
we're having
insane.
A McCall and Apex's Guardian. He got his volumizers, like his minions were enormous. There was like 1,000, they're already 1,000 or something.
Wait
Because
a
it
minute,
still triggers though when they get played, right? So it triggers
right.
three of them every turn.
Is
Right.
chicken still in the game? I haven't
No,
even looked.
chicken's been removed.
Thank God, because that would just make that even worse.
Yeah, so that is the only real problem minion I've seen so far. I mean, that of the new minions.
Yeah.
Um Dragons seem absolutely horrendous from what I
Yeah,
saw.
I have not seen a good dragon board yet. Haven't
Yeah.
seen it. My two wins were Murloc and Quillbore. So Mechs I got to second. But I mean, I had two first places that were Mechs and Quillbore and Murlocs, and my second place was Mechs. So I did get
No,
some variety in there, but I have not seen I have not had any trouble with dragon boards at all yet.
I've not seen a good dragon board. Like they seem absolutely horrendous right now. And I don't know
There,
what they could do about it.
there's that nice one that there's a good one on tier one that's really good just for early tempo.
Yeah.
It
The
creates a it what's it?
when it dies, it creates a 3/3 that attacks.
Yeah, Twilight Hatching. That's it.
Yeah.
That's great on turn one because everything on turn one sucks.
Yeah.
So if I get that on turn one, I'm happy, but I'm not thinking to myself, ooh, maybe this is going to be a dragon game. I'm thinking to myself, how quickly can I pivot out of this dragon?
Yeah. The problem with dragons is it seems very confused. Like it has multiple lines.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has the avenge line and it has the spell line, and both of them aren't very good. Like um the avenge line seems really slow. There's not very many avenge dragons. Um or dragons that summon. There's a new, I think it's tier 4 dragon. I mean, if I could look easily
Twilight
for,
Broodmother,
yeah,
summon
the one
two
that,
Twilight Hatchlings is a
yeah,
death rattle.
yeah, there's that one. And then they brought back the reborn one, which reborns with full stats or reborns with full attack. But those are the only ones. And then they brought in a new tier 6 dragon that Avenge 3 give its stats to two dragons or something. But just like there's not enough summons for dragons to be effective. And then the old spell version of dragons is too slow.
Yeah, absolutely. That's yes. I completely agree with that.
Yeah, so
There's also Whelp Watcher at tier two, but even still, you're not buying tier one and two minions to build your entire comp around for a first place board. You're just
yeah,
not. You know, maybe some of the old tier ones and twos you'd get in time warps that are now threes and fives you might, but that's because they've been amped up. They're on drugs. I mean, they're high. Let's just put it that way. I mean, there's no other way to look at it. But yeah, there's no way. I don't see any. I see dragons as if you throw dragons at me in the first two or three turns, I'll use it to survive. But by the time I get to tier three, I'm already looking to pivot.
yeah, yeah. They're really bad. Um, Undead hasn't seemed to be that great either. I haven't seen any. They seem to be like fine in the middle game, but they have not
Mm-hmm.
been very good at all. End game wise, I mean, I think it's been pretty common for Undead to not be very good at the end game though for the last little
I'm
while.
I'm fascinated by this spell tomb turning.
Ooh,
The
wait,
one where
what's
you get a it's I think it's a tier 5 spell where you get the spell and you discover an undead, but if you play it this turn it dies.
Oh yes, I seen that thing. That thing's interesting.
I'm trying to figure out. So you and I have been playing this game so freaking long that there's a sixth sense to it. And for me, this card, somebody's going to find a way to turn this card around, but I can't see it.
I think it's a good
I,
card. It's definitely a
but
very
I
good
can't.
card.
But what? Just it's basically just playing as a Maiev. Just hold it for one turn and play it next turn, so it doesn't
I,
die.
I mean, if you get the guy that summons the 3/1/1s as a triple, right? You can just play it. It dies. It summons 3/1/1s, turns into a triple. If you get it with like if you get like a reborn guy that's like a pair with what you have, you can play it. It dies, and then you can still count like toward the triple and stuff. So there's definitely like uses for it. It only costs
Hmm.
2 gold for one and to discover, which is pretty nice. So
Right.
and like there's lots of I think there's a lot of uses for it. It seems like a very good
See,
card in
I
general.
see. This is what I'm talking about. I get the sense there's a line there, but I
Yeah.
don't see it. And you've already seen some of it. But to your point, I have not run into any undead boards in any of the games I've played that I've been like, oh god. And same thing with elementals. I haven't run into an elemental board I'm scared of yet.
Yeah, I mean, elementals seem okay. Like they're the same line as before. It's kind of sad that Element of Surprise was removed.
Yeah.
So that one's definitely a loss. I haven't really seen any beast boards. Uh I was listening to Bauer's chat while I was streaming earlier today, and someone had Leaper, and I was like, okay, well, Leaper's going to
Oh
be
yeah.
good.
I crushed a Leaper board earlier today.
Yeah. So
Absolutely crushed a Leaper board. Actually, it was the Murloc game. The Murloc game I finished first. The guy who finished second had a Leaper board and was trying to use that to get that and the Songbird that's back to chunk up his lineup to survive. And he even got to the point where he was like he bought I forget the name of the chameleon card that copies itself, that copies
yeah,
whatever's to the left of it. Remember what it's called?
it just called something Chameleon. It's Time War Chameleon now, but yeah,
Time Warp Chameleon. He put that next to his leaper so that he had two Time Warp leapers, and he still got absolutely destroyed. So it wasn't generating the amount of stats that he was hoping it to do. But he did get the second place with it, so yay, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, Leapers are probably still good. Like if you can put it together. Like obviously, you still need Titus. You still need Macaw. Didn't they bring back the the undead beast guy that keeps its stats whenever it's reborn? I can't remember what his name is. I haven't.
He might have.
I haven't looked. Let me see if they did. Um, this is what happens when it's the day of the patch. We don't know if all the cards are in. I
And,
thought
and
they
not
were
to
good.
mention, and not to mention that literally, I just clicked returning minions in the patch notes, and all it did was give me a list of names.
Yeah, it's
Like
really
I'm
hard to.
gonna remember after not seeing Ashen Corruptor for 2 seasons exactly what the text of that card says. Could have given it to me. Would have been nice.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they put an image in.
Would have been nice just to put an image there.
No, it doesn't look like it's back. They brought back Gula Cabra and not that one. I thought,
Gula Cabra's back. Yes.
yeah. Uh, I thought
I,
the one that kept the enchantments on, but they never had that thing in with Leaper because they know it would be broken.
and I haven't seen a single demon board. I can tell you right now, I have
Oh,
not seen a
demons
single
seem.
demon board.
I played a lot of demons. Maybe that's why I did so poorly, but demons seem pretty good. They have a lot of early shot buffs, and if you get Urzel, obviously it'll be good, and Felbat are
I
all
did not
really
see
good.
a single person after like turn 7 playing primarily demon.
Uh,
So, but you know what? That's not unusual. Early season, people tend to ignore demons because they're not flashy at first, and then
yeah,
people figure them out, and all of a sudden they're everywhere.
yeah,
So, but yeah, I mean, I right now sitting here on day one, Quillbores look really strong. Murlocs look really, really strong.
yeah.
Um,
Naga seem really insane. I played a bunch of
I
Naga
haven't
games
played
too.
Naga yet. I haven't run into. I ran into one really good Naga board. My second place game, I think was a good game against the Naga, and the Naga is what finished me off. So, have you played as a Naga yet?
Yeah, Naga seem really strong through all stages
So
of the
what's
game.
what's the catch there?
Essentially, you can have there's like deep blue scaling. There's a new tier 6 deep blue guy. Whatever the first 3 attacks is like when a mini attacks, cast a deep blue on it.
Oh
And then
my!
and you could do this 3 times per combat. So that's pretty good. It still has like spell scaling. The tier 5 spell guy spell buffer is 1-1 now as opposed to 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
So spell buffs is still good for Nagas. The tier 6, whenever you cast a spell, give +2 health is still around. Although the
That's a
one that
great
gives
card.
the one that gives attack is no longer around.
But you
So
do have a rally now that gives attack. So
yeah,
the Sunken Advocate, it's called. It's a tier 4
yeah.
Naga, and it's
That guy's
improvable by
permanent.
spellcasting. Yeah, and
That
it's
one, yeah,
permanent.
yeah, permanent attack.
It's
Also,
permanent. That's nice.
the time warp guys have been pretty good for Nagas. They brought back the one that gives +1/+1 per Naga on board. I can't
Okay.
remember what it's called, the spell shifter or something. But the stats are
Okay.
permanent now, as opposed to just being until end of turn.
Okay.
And then there's a new tier 5 time warp guy. Whenever you play a Naga, give all your Nagas +2/+4, which is pretty good. So
Yeah, I see that one. Time Warp Siren.
yeah, so those ones are all pretty good. The other one I tried, the after you refresh 3 times one, get random spellcraft. I think that one sucks. Uh, I haven't tried the time warp secretary one here. The after you cast 2 spellcraft, get a random timer spell. I haven't seen that one yet, but I definitely played glow. I played the glow scale time warp, which is permanent divine shield, and I've played the +2/+4 to all your guys, and then the new tier 6 Naga that gives that deep blues everything. All were pretty good. I mean, like permanent shield obviously has to be pretty good, and
Mm-hmm.
deep blue, getting your deep blues up really big. Oh, I found a pretty cool interaction with uh the one. God, so bad at minion names. The Naga that
We all are.
yeah, the Naga when you cast a spell, you get Divine Shield, Venomous, or Wind Fury.
Oh,
That one.
it's called Glow Scale something or other. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that guy and with there's
Not Glow
another
Scale. That's
Naga.
great.
There's another tier 4 Naga that when it attacks, it gives a cast a spell on itself. So you can
Oh.
so it can like refresh the venom or the divine shield on it on
Oh,
the
that's
first guy.
nice.
Yeah, so I thought that's a pretty good scam unit or a way to develop a scam unit. You can essentially get venom on it on that first minion twice.
That is so nice. I'm looking at the list because now I'm drawing a blank on its name too.
Yeah, I don't remember the names. I'm so bad at them. This is a product of being old. Is that I could just blame my old age for minions I forgot.
Well, it's also a product of the way that they name things all the time, and sometimes it makes sense, and then changes. And then changes sometimes
Yeah.
when they scale things up or down or balance stuff. That's again why pictures would be
Yeah,
helpful.
so the new minion is called Profound Thinker, Tier 3 Naga, 4/4 Rally. Get a random spellcraft spell and cast a copy of it. Targets this if possible. And the old one, I guess, is returning. Returning. God, this thing is so poorly done.
It's really wiki. It really is.
Here you go. Returning minions. It is somewhere here. How I don't even know how these are organized.
Are they organized?
No, it's not. Uh, I don't know. Can't
I
find it.
wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, people
So,
can
Mike,
figure it.
I have a question for you. Have you run
Yeah.
into anything from Tier 7 yet?
Yes.
What's your thoughts on those
Uh,
guys?
hold on. Have I ran into anything from tier 7?
I have not, which is why I'm asking. I've had the opportunity. I've had the time warp spell to get something from Tier 7. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. But yeah, I haven't run into anybody playing into a Tier 7 minion.
Oh, I was going to get a bunch of tier 7s and I died. I remember. I had the I had
Always the timing.
the the time warp patient scout one that gives you a tier 7. I was going to sack it for 3 tier 7s the next turn and I died. I mean, the rest of my board was really really large, so I was like, okay, I'm never going to lose. And then I died. I was like, fuck.
Wait a minute. Does that increase the number of cards you get if you keep it?
Yeah.
So
There's a
instead of the level increasing, the
yeah,
number increases?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's time warp, essentially time warp patron scale. It's a 7/7. When you just get one random tier 7 when you sacrifice it, and then increases each turn. So it goes to 2 next turn, 3. And if you have Drakari, it increases twice. So I kept it for 2 turns. I was gonna pop it for 3. 3 tier 7 is the turn after, and then I died. I was like, fuck. Guess I should have popped
Oh
it this turn.
wow. Honestly, looking at the list of tier sevens, the one that jumps off to me, and I really, really would love to see it in action, is the all type last one standing. That gives a minion of each type 7/7 permanently. I
Yeah.
would love to see that in action.
It might be a little. I have a feeling it's probably gonna be a little slow unless you get really early.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the way it is with all menagerie boards. You need the key cards early, or else you're gonna have to pivot into a tribal thing, or you're gonna be dead.
I mean,
It's your choices.
the mech one seems broken. Your magnetizations happen twice.
Particularly with the volumizers in play, I could
Yeah.
see that being a problem.
Yeah.
You know, I had no trouble getting my mechs up to obscene numbers in the mech game I played. So, yeah, yeah, I could definitely see that.
A bunch.
The future, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say a bunch of heroes got changed too, which I didn't realize. And
I
they,
didn't know that as hero changes.
yeah. Uh, Sylvanas got changed from 2 gold to 3 gold. I didn't
Okay,
realize it till after I picked it. I'm like, why the heck is it? I'm like, oh my god, his hero power is 3 gold. It's so bad now. It's like atrocious. And I immediately like top aided with it. Scabs got changed from 2 gold to 3 gold, so it's gonna be unplayable again.
yeah,
Again.
I've never been good with scabs to begin with. Now you just made it more expensive. Forget it. I'm done.
Yeah. Test got changed from 1 gold to 2 gold.
Same problem.
Reno got slightly changed. You can't golden time warp minions.
Which makes
Uh,
sense.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Zarek got changed. Can't copy a time warp minion. I'm like, that makes sense.
They
Um,
don't want us getting golden minions out of the time warp, guys. There's a possibility they didn't even code it to happen, and
no,
you will
no, I've
explode
done
the
it.
universe.
I've already done it with
You have.
there's a couple. There's the new 5 drop or time warp 5 drop pirate
Okay.
Eyes of the Earth Mother. So you could do it that
Okay.
way. And there's another way to do it. I can't remember what the other way to do it
I
was.
did not even think of using Earth Mother on time warp minions, but that makes a
Yeah,
lot of sense.
yeah. So I did that, and that thing was good. uh, they changed the brand to 4 battle cries now, as opposed to 5. Uh, what else did they change? They lowered the cost for Kerrigan to do the activate hero power. Thorum got made more expensive, back to 60 gold. Uh, Low is restricted to Quill lobbies only. Those are the
He's
heroes.
only available in Quill lobbies?
Yeah,
Why is that? What's the
because
reasoning there?
I think there's not enough rallies otherwise,
Ah,
right? So that's why he got changed. A bunch of armor reductions and stuff because of the no more buddies. I didn't really look at that. Didn't really look at
and
that.
then I saw that they reworded some things that like Barov's a good example. You no longer get 3 gold coins, you get 3 tavern coins.
Yeah,
Do we have any idea why that changed? Why they would change the wording on
it's
that?
so it triggers things that require that for casting tavern spells.
So it clarifies that those coins are tavern spells.
Yeah. So
I
all
can see that
the
being useful.
everything that involves a coin now is a tavern coin. So it triggers the tavern spells for tavern spell triggers.
Yeah, because I haven't had a game where I've had to use it yet, but I have the feeling that Captain Hooktail is still going to be somewhat viable early game, just to get yourselves enough numbers to on the attack side to stay alive in like the turns 4 through 7 range kind of stuff. And if those
Yeah.
tavern coins are now triggering him, that's even better.
Yeah. So yeah, everything involving a coin is changed to Tavern Coin. Well, another change is the possible second hero powers. Have you played any of them?
Oh, oh yeah, I kind of I kind of messed around with that a little bit. Um, Let me just say that when you're playing, what was I? Who was I? I was on. I was on your friend and mine, Cthulhu, on my mech game, or one of my mech games, and I got offered the second hero power for Tavish.
Yeah.
And at that point, I already had two very chunked up deflecto bots out front. So I just made sure I shot a mech minion every
Oh,
turn,
reset every turn?
and I would get an automatic. I didn't have any resets at that moment. I'm like, God damn, I need a reset desperately, and I don't care what it is, unless I'm gonna buy it next turn. It could be
Yeah.
just it could be like the one. It could be the 1 star little microbot guy. That's fine. It still summons a mech. So I just made sure there was a taunt in the back so that they wouldn't get backstabbed early, and all of a sudden, boom, instant reset, and that really helped. That carried a lot.
Yeah. I played the George one, and it was pretty good. Totally forgot I had it for 3 times. I played the
Well, that's a
Zeph
spell
one.
you want to use late anyway. That's a
Yeah,
late hero power to be
yeah.
effective.
The Zeph one I played a couple of times, and it was okay.
Oh, I
Uh,
passed on that today. I almost went with it too.
I think the Guff one seems like it's really, really good. I haven't had a chance to play it yet because
I
you
haven't
want to
seen
be
it
on.
yet.
Well, you want to get that later in the game anyway, so it seems like it'd
Mm-hmm.
be good. I haven't really seen any other ones get played. I saw someone playing Lich King once. It didn't seem that great. Rakanishi seems terrible. I don't know why they even bothered.
I
Putting,
I
putting,
saw it. I moused over it and I kept going. I
yeah.
don't think I even read the whole thing. I was like, yeah, I know what this does and it's not good.
Yeah.
I just keep going.
Uh, any other new minions excite you besides the broken tier 6 one that you've seen?
Uh Let me go back to my list here. Let's see. New minions. Let's see here. I haven't again played a couple of games. I haven't had anything with pirates yet, so I have no idea what's going on with pirates. Um, in terms of mechs, I do like I said, I do really like the volumizer mechanic. Um, Expert Aviator and Murloc was interesting because it's easier to get earlier for stuff to pull out of your hand. So I liked that, but I of course immediately then sold it the moment I got an opportunity to get the other guy in the death rattle that pulls stuff out of your hand. I was like, just
Pascal?
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, Pascal. Um, I'm just looking down the list. Who have I had a chance to play with? Trench Fighter, who's a tier 4 Quillbore that every turn gives you a gem confiscation.
Yeah.
Fantastically useful if you come on that, if you're cycling or you've got a spot you're gonna cycle or you want to upgrade something and you've been abusing the crap out of, why am I drawing a blank on his name, the Quillbore that spreads gems with the divine shields.
Rugug.
Thank you, Rugug. I mean, it's an easy name too. See, I'm blanking on him too. I had so many gems on my Rugug that I'm like, he does not need all these gems. He's there just to dish out gems and to make them maximally available. And so I was able to use that to then put stuff onto other stuff with my bonker crazy bonker game. So I kept it for like 2 or 3 turns. So I was like, this is really freaking useful when I get to that point where there's a card that's too big to just sell, but I can just suck the gems off of it and then sell it and put out what I want to put out. So I really liked that one a great deal. Um, but yeah, I actually those would be the two that the three I would focus in on would be Aviator, uh, Trench Fighter, and of course the volumizers. I think they're all really good mechanics and they're stuff that can work with you in the long term.
Yeah, so I definitely like the volumizer. One of the things I thought was kind of strange was the Quillbores buffing the shop.
Yes,
That,
I did that
that
a couple of times.
yeah, like it. I don't know why. It just seems so odd that you'd want to buff the shop with quills. Maybe the plan is you're supposed to like buff the shop with quills, and then take the guy that gives you the gem confiscation. And you can just strip the gems off those
You
minions.
can if you're giving up enough gems. I looked at it as more of a demon enhancer spell, to work with your Fellbats and your Urzuls, but
Yeah, it was strange. It just didn't seem to make a lot of sense as a cool spell. Because the thing is, you want to get your gems big, so when you play that spell, the shops get like a bunch bigger. But
right.
it was definitely a confusing direction because cool bursts have nothing to do with minions in the shop,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So
I was
that's
I
why
was
I
like
was like, when
weird.
I saw it and I was playing it, I'm like, this just feels so odd. Like, there's also the tier 2 minion that puts 2 gems on the rightmost minion whenever you refresh a shop.
Okay, I misread that the time that came up, and I thought it was rightmost minion in your warband.
Yeah.
So I was like, this thing's genius. Put Rugog at the end, baby. Let's just go ahead and just start cycling gems. And then I saw the gems hit the tavern, and I went, oh shit, that's how that works.
And you're
Well,
like,
you're getting sold.
you're like, read it again. Yeah.
Yeah, read the card again and sold him immediately.
Yeah. I did the exact same thing. I mean, when the wording of it's not the best. I mean, it makes sense once you like sit there and really look at it, but yeah, it definitely
What are your
was a little bit confusing.
What are your thoughts on? There's a lot of cards now talking about buffing the tavern. There's a lot of cards that target things like the rightmost minion. There's a
Yeah.
mech that like give the every time you refresh, give the rightmost minion uh, a divine shield. There's an elemental that has a death rattle. After the tavern is refreshed this game, give the rightmost minion 3/3. I'm not a huge fan of it. What's your take on that whole mechanic? Because it seems to be kind of overarching. They've got little
Yeah.
pieces in kind of all the tribes, but I'm not really vibing with it. What's your really thought?
I think it's interesting in that like it works well for shop buffs, which is leans towards demons, which is why I think
Right.
demons are good. There's lots of ways to like buff the shop for stuff like Urzul and Felbat. It's very easy to
Hmm.
buff shops. It otherwise, I think it's not very impressive. I mean, the stats are kind of nice. If you get it pretty big, you can get like the ones that are permanent are pretty good. Like every time
Hmm.
you refresh, give the right minion plus three. The is the LE one, and the demon one is a battle cry. Give the right minion plus four. So I think
Hmm.
that stuff um is all pretty good because it just gives like stats for minions that you can buy, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's good for some tempo. The minions that have it are okay stats, but I don't know. It doesn't seem super impressive, but it seems like it's something that's just good for demons.
And
Uh,
this is the beautiful thing about starting a season. Like Terry's got about 10 games under his belt. I've got 5.
yeah,
We haven't had a chance to try out all the things we want to try out yet, guys.
yeah.
But we
It's
will
it's still very early. I mean, it's fun.
very
Like
early.
trying to see things happen is interesting.
Oh, I love theory crafting. I mean, you with your magic background, theory crafting is a huge part of these games. What if I try to do this? Or what if I get this interaction? So it's just a matter of time before we get a chance to see them all. And how many of them we get to see before Jeef and Beater tells the world about them and now we can't use them to our advantage?
Yeah, I saw Jeef did a patch review yesterday with XQN. I was like, I mean, they had good insight, but I was like, this is kind of boring.
Do you remember Bofer's like 6-hour patch reviews?
No, that
Him
was
and
Pocky.
Pocky.
Pocky, oh
They
my,
both did. They
uh,
both used to. They'd have entire streams that I'm like, I'm interested, dude. I want to hear this stuff, but I can't spend 45 minutes on whether or not Twilight Hatchling is a much buy on tier 1. I can't.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't.
Pocky was known for his extensively
All
long patch
day,
review, and just
all
think of
day.
how long the patch review would have been for this one, because this patch notes are enormous.
He would have started yesterday after the developer stream, and he would still be live right now.
Yeah,
That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke. He would still be live. He would have just gone. He would have powered through for about 36 hours.
yeah. Is Leroy? I have seen Leroy's. Never mind. I was like, I haven't seen
Leroy's
many
still
Leroy's.
there.
I haven't seen very many Leroy's today, which is strange. I think I
I
remember I saw a
swear I
couple.
saw a time warped Leroy, but it died before I could see what the hell it did.
There's a time warp Leroy.
I thought I saw. Maybe I'm insane.
Maybe.
Oh, here's Time Warp Minions. Here we go. I'm looking to see.
I don't think there's a time. What would a time warp Leroy do? Like,
I think it had Reborn or something. I'm looking. Maybe I'm on crack. Like I said, I just tried to sneak in as many games as I could
no, I don't
before I
see.
sat
I
down to
don't see
talk with
it
you. All
listed.
right, so I'm insane, which is fine.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Time Warp minion early on?
Uh, I don't know yet. Honestly, I saw there's time warp boat.
No.
Yeah, there's
Is
time
it
warp boat.
5?
Huh?
Is it 5?
Yeah, it's a 5. You it summons and you get the 3 pirates now. So it's even better than boat.
Oh, Time Warped Tide Razor.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's
So someone voted me. I'm like, oh, we're gonna hear many J. Keurig rants about boat again. Oh,
Oh god, that is one I haven't seen a pirate board yet. That's one I'm going to be very curious to mess with. I feel like that there's Time Warped Peggy. Peggy
yeah,
was a decent early card before in past seasons to just get some stats on the board, cycle your pirates. Now she gives all the pirates
yeah.
1/1 when you add a card to your hand. I can't imagine. I mean, it's just got such potential. So a pirate game is something I don't think I've seen a single. I don't think I've had a pirate lobby yet. So
No, I think I've only had
so
one
that's
dragon lobby, thankfully, and it was no one's playing dragons.
yeah.
I saw there's time warp 3 little boars too, and that was ugly to play
I
against.
I ran into that. I ran into that, and I was able to power through it. In my Quillbore game, somebody tried to go the 3 little Quillbore route, and I was like, nope, it's reborn. That's really what's making it exceptional. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like I have to confess, he the guy put taunt on it and led with it. So I killed it. He buffed his board and he had a Baron and it reborned and my guy went next and immediately sniped his Baron.
Oh.
So I got the 1 out of 7 hit and probably blew up his board that way. But yeah, it's a good card, but it's still as with all death rattles, if it doesn't go off, you're not going to get where you want to be with it. So that's why I think I really kind of prefer. That's why I kind of prefer rallies, honestly, to death rattles lately. It's just because taunt saves my ass. I just taunt something I don't care about in the back that's there. That's like an end of turn action or something.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden my rallies have some insulation, and I know they're going to go off.
Oh, I played Time Warp Poet today, and it was obviously very, very good. It's like essentially just all your dragons keep bonus keywords and stats.
Oh, instead of the ones adjacent to it,
Yeah, including itself.
that's really good.
Yeah,
That's really good.
I mean that was like the only reason you probably want to play dragons. But yeah, I
Yeah, I
think that's
mean
the only.
that would if you could combo that with a promo Drake, a Time Warp promo Drake, which you can't because they're both on tier 5. So unless you're playing Murazond, which we haven't touched on yet either. Have you tried either of the new heroes?
Yeah. Oh, I tried Murazon. Murazon is really good because Time Warp minions are really good. Chromie looks really bad, but Lime came into my stream and says he was playing Chromie with ballers and it was really good. So
I can see it. I can see it. I
yeah,
can tell you right now. I played a Chromie game and it was the 5th place game. I finished was the very first hero I pulled was Chromie, and I'm like, all right, here we go. And I struggled to get to 5th.
yeah,
So I don't even remember what I was playing. I think it was playing Quillbore. So it was rough. It
yeah.
was rough.
I could definitely see that. Like Chromie just seems bad. Like his hero power is bad. Doesn't have that much armor. Even at 0 cost, the hero power doesn't do nearly enough. But
No. No,
uh,
you need all the spell things. You need golden hook tails with humongos and all the right spells getting pulled. It's not going to be I don't see it being a meaningful impactful hero.
yeah, I don't see it either. All right, we've been going for almost an hour now, so maybe we should call here. So wait,
We're not pockying this.
no, we're not going to podcast. So if
Oh,
you manage to listen to this point, we shall do a giveaway of two battle passes to people that comment and thumbs up the pod and give us views because we our views have been down a lot. You know when you have more cast members than views, you're doing things wrong.
oh, did we really get that bad?
It was like
We need the.
five. It was like five last week or something.
Oh wow. Well, we've strayed from the formula. The ladies have taken some days off. We haven't had a lot of battlegrounds to talk about before
Yeah,
tonight, so
we haven't done any of the trivia stuff or any of the other fun things. We've
yeah,
actually been talking about serious issues, damn
yeah,
serious
yeah.
things. Yeah,
We're here for drama and video games. What the hell is this serious shit that I keep dragging us
I don't
into?
know. Well, the problem is the drama is the serious shit.
Oh,
there's been a
okay.
lot of been a lot of serious shit drama, like Nina Lin and stuff. She
We
got
didn't
banned
even
again.
talk about freaking Nina.
Yeah, she got banned again. So we'll see how long this one lasts.
Did you see the video really quick before we go? Did you see the video that got her banned?
Was the one talking about stealing from Target?
No, well, no, she actually filmed IRL in Target and was self checking out and took the little gun and scanned. She was holding a package of steaks, but she was holding a box that looks like a box of butter on top of it. And you see her scan it once and then put both things into the bag. Not like the click, click or the move, just click, everything goes in the bag. The dude who made a big deal out of it was like, let's slow the video down. Here, you can see Nina only pulls the trigger on the scanning device once, but she clearly has two items in her hand. And I'm like, dude, we don't need to turn this into the Kennedy assassination. We see it. Like, seriously, I was like, here's the reverse angle from another security camera. I was waiting for it. That didn't happen. I'm exaggerating, but
Oh,
I was just kind of like, dude, it wasn't hard to see. She
yeah,
picked up two items, she scanned one, she put them both in the bag. That's a problem.
yeah,
He was treating it like it was like the biggest thing that ever happened.
yeah. I mean, she admits to stealing from Target too. Like they're
She
like,
does?
yeah. There's a video clip of her after where she's like, "Oh, you see these boots? I got these from Target. You know how much it was? $3.99." Just like, oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Oh my. I was like, oh, I thought I kind of liked her before all this stuff happened, but now I just have like no respect for her at all.
Yeah, I had this conversation a couple years back at my work. If you're gonna break the law, don't record it. It's a bad idea. I literally had somebody break state law that was under my jurisdiction as a compliance manager, who then made a TikTok of her doing it. Like broke the rules and was like, "Hey everybody, look what I'm doing." And then I was like, "Did you know you can download TikToks if you don't protect your account?" And her face just dropped and I went, "Look what I have." And I turned my computer screen around and she was just like, "Yeah, I'm pretty cooked." And I'm like, "Yeah, you are." So I'll never understand why criminals record themselves.
You know
Why?
why? Because criminals in general are very dumb. The ones that are
That's
very smart tend not to get caught, or caught
more
very
more
rarely.
problem solving from Terry tonight. That's
Yeah,
that's it. That's
yeah.
it.
Criminals are dumb. I mean, not a shocker that criminals would get caught when they're dumb.
But you can be smarter than criminals by liking, commenting, and giving us a thumbs up,
Yeah,
and maybe you will win a Battlegrounds pass.
yeah. So we have two to give away. So make sure you like and comment on this video and all the past videos on this channel because I guess
Yes.
I'll pull them from all the past videos to get them a little more engagement. So you comment on any video that's on the Boomer Grounds channel. I'll pull it from all. I'll see if I can find a way to pull it from the comments from all the videos. So you got multiple chances to enter by commenting and liking all the previous videos. Yeah. So I appreciate everyone for hanging out. Please, these were donated to us by Play Hearthstone. We have to mention that for
Yes, legally.
posterity states. Thank you, Alkali and the Play Hearthstone team for giving us the opportunity to give away some Battlegrounds passes, and I'll make sure to post on all the socials that we're giving away passes to draw more interest. But I appreciate everyone. Thank you, Howard, for hanging out and chatting with me
Always.
once again.
Thank you.
And I will see you guys all next week.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.